Thank you so much, Conrad, for stealing my time. Because I'm the youngest, I was told now you can speak only for 3 minutes. But I hope God is going to help me to share in these 3 minutes. Thank you so much, Matt, for this opportunity. Speaking on this subject of faithfulness. There's so many definitions that can define faithfulness, and so many great people have defined this term faithfulness, but I just want to speak about two definitions very quickly. The first one, faithfulness is loyalty, being loyal to God, to men, but don't forget to be true to yourself. Why am I saying that? I still remember one day my friend came to our house, and as we were playing, he went to the bathroom, and when he came back, he whispered, "Hey, Kuda, I took $20 in your mom's pocket." I said, "What?" And then he said, "You know what? I know you're a good and loyal friend to me, so definitely you're not going to tell your mom." So I said, "Oh, because I'm loyal, definitely I'm not going to report him." But at that moment, another thought came. I said, but I should be loyal to my mom as well, to be a good and faithful son. So I was on the middle, so I have to decide to be, which one am I going to betray, my friend or my mom? But I remembered, if you are loyal to God, then everything will be sorted. Trying to balance it, be loyal to God. That's faithfulness. And the second definition, faithfulness, is multiplication. Okay. Do you all know what I'm holding here? What is this? Pine cone, right? This is where we get the seed of the pine trees, right? Quite a number of people will just tell you, "Oh, this is a pine cone." But someone with a vision cannot tell you just a pine cone, but will tell you, "I'm seeing pine tree, I'm seeing timber, I'm seeing furniture, oxygen that we can breathe. I'm seeing all sorts of these things." So faithfulness is all about multiplication. Galatians 5:22 says, "The fruit of the Spirit," and one of them is faithfulness. There's no way we can speak or talk of fruit if we don't speak of a seed. What is the seed that you are planting now? If you remember those story of those guys who were given those talents, if you multiply the words that you get, "Well done, good and faithful servant." But if you maintain the talent that God has given you, the words that you're going to get is, "You wicked and lazy servant." So being faithful is to multiply what God has given us. Brian started alone. But look now, how many nations, how many people are being fed through his faithfulness. As I'm standing here, I'm also a product of someone's faithfulness. As I finished, we are 7 in our family, and I'm the 7th, I'm the last born. I can tell you that, I don't know how I can define myself, but what I know is I'm a blessing from God. I'm not boasting, but why am I saying that? In our culture, if your parents are old enough and they've got so many children, and the other children have got their families as well, if that mother gets pregnant, that's a shame in our culture. That's what happened to me. My mom said, "We have got these lovely 6 children." And I must tell people that every family planning methods didn't work on me. They tried not to happen. So when I grew up, my community used to call me a mistake, because my family said this was a mistake, definitely. So when my mom got pregnant, when I was at the school, I think it's about 3 or 4 years ago, that's when I was able to call him mom and dad. I used to call them grandma and grandpa. So because my dad was old and was sacked from where he was serving for 43 years, he was not able to send me to school, and I was just sitting. And there was this guy, little tiny boy, who just came by. And he was wearing some rags. And he said, "Young man, I don't have money, but I've got a God who has got money. Because God has called me to minister to those who are least, I'm going to send you to school." This man, actually, quite a number of people cannot tell that I'm his product standing here because of his faithfulness. I'm not alone. We are about 7 now that came through his hand. And I just want to appreciate Daniel Shayanoako. He is my father. He is the one who... So what I just want to say is, because of faithfulness, there is multiplication. Faithfulness is all about multiplication. Even though he was faithful, I'm the one standing and all of you are sitting because of his faithfulness. Thank you so much. Be blessed.